everyone, thought I'd check in. I thought I'd show you a little virtual tour of my current exhibition called Spectrum. It's held at Output Gallery in Liverpool, which is right next to the Casimir Gardens. So if you're familiar with it, you know what I'm on about. Output Gallery are just absolutely sick. I loved them. So when they asked me if I wanted to do an exhibition, I was like, hell yeah, of course! If you haven't heard of them, I'm going to put their social media in the link. I'm going to put their social media in the description box below for you to check out if you haven't heard of them. I loved them myself. They're like one of my favourite galleries in Liverpool at the minute, and I'm not just saying that because they've let me have a show. Like, even when they had loads of exhibitions on last year, I made sure I was at every one of them because all the work was just amazing. It's a really nice way to meet new people as well and to socialise, because if you're like me and you're not really into like going on nights out that much, I'd say going to Output every time they have like a show on is like an alternative to like going on nights out and stuff, because I think for me it's kind of like that lovely little blend of like art and then like socialising, because I like going there and it's just nice, get to see all my friends. Even if I go with my bill, I bump into people and I'm like, hi. So yeah, it's perfect. I was going to say, I'm going to put this video up now of me just going around the exhibition and talking to you about what the exhibition's about, so to speak. I talk about it here now a little bit. Basically, Spectrum is a celebration of people with autism, and what I hope like people get out of the exhibition is like, you know, autism acceptance, you know, autism awareness. Someone goes in and they're not that familiar with the condition, but like they might have mates or family that have it. I'd want them to go in and be like, oh, this is really eye-opening, this is really interesting. I kind of want to like create a discussion about like autism rights and stuff like that, just see what everyone's got to offer. Output Gallery have some sweet online content to go with this little virtual tour that I'm going to show you now. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Alright everyone, it's Lois. I've come to Output Gallery today and I thought I'd do a little video of the exhibition and what's up on the exhibition. So here we go. Oh, fancy. One of the portraits, another portrait, and another portrait. Also, if you're like any of these people that I've drawn, like, yeah, feel free to like comment down below or whatever on my Instagram or my YouTube. Yeah, I think I've done like 18 of these portraits all together, so it's quite a few, quite a lot. And then plot twists. I've done a little interactive bit. So basically, I've done two little questions on the wall. One of them saying, how do you cope with your autism? And then the other one saying, what makes good autism ally? And I think before this lockdown, what I was hoping to do was, with me opening, get loads of people to write down their responses and just stick them up on these walls. I came in and I thought I'll start off. So with this question, how do you cope with your autism? I've wrote these two. So I wrote, I cope with sensory overload by taking a few deep breaths. If that doesn't work, I go outside for 5 minutes or so just to calm down. And it's one of them where like it might seem a lot easier said than done, but I think it is one of them where like this other one comes in really, really handy, because, you know, in the past I have struggled with like, you know, symptoms of my autism, whether it is sensory overload or something else. So what I tend to do, if I'm with anyone who might not be that familiar with autism and what it brings and stuff, like, I just tell them. I'll just say like, you know, I struggle with this, I struggle with this, I struggle with that, and I feel like that really helps a lot, because, I mean, it is quite ironic where, you know, people say, oh, people with autism have poor communication skills. But in fact, I think we do communicate, but we communicate in different ways. And I think because my communication isn't the best and I do struggle with explaining stuff, you know, it gives me a chance to like develop my own communication skills. But yeah, like I think that when I do struggle with, I think when I do struggle with like certain symptoms or whatever, you know, I like to let the people around me know so that they're more understanding and that they can help me out when, like, whenever I do feel overwhelmed. So that's what I've put up so far. And, you know, for anyone who's not self-isolating, that is safe enough to come out. I'd love to see what you've put down as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention as well, which I thought would be really good to add. If you want to answer any of these questions but you're not able to go to output, you know, feel free to comment down below, you know, what you think makes a good autism ally, or, you know, if you're autistic yourself, how would you cope with your autism? I think the reason why I wanted to include that interactive part was because I wanted to get everyone's like feedback and opinions, you know, and like advice. Because I think, imagine if someone wrote down some boss advice and put it up on the wall, and then someone else came in, saw that, and it might inspire them. Like, you never know, do you? Like, that could potentially happen. Is really exciting. But the reason I wanted to include the interactive part is because, one, I've always enjoyed interactive exhibitions. But yeah, the second reason why I wanted to put that interactive part up was that, you know, I wanted to collect all the responses that everyone had written and kind of turn them into a zine, you know, with like illustrations inspired by what people had like contributed. But yeah, if you're interested in that idea as well, again, shoot down in the comments. It'd be really nice to see what you guys mention, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the second question is what makes a good autism ally, and I thought I'd put up a few responses myself. So I've wrote, don't say someone or something is the R word or the M word. There's just not very nice ways to describe someone with autism, and I've been called it myself in the past, especially around, you know, especially when I was in primary school. You know, when people say like those type of words and not realising that they could affect someone else. Like, just be kind, you know what I mean? And, oh, and I get this one all the time, like, say, I mean, I know people don't mean it in a bad way. I think a lot of people probably think that they're saying this to be nice and stuff, but a lot of the times when I say I'm autistic, a lot of people look at me in shock and they're like, "Hey, behave, you don't look autistic." And I don't know why, I used to take that as a compliment, but I think that was like my internalised ableism, which I have been working on a lot. So when people say to me now, "Oh, you don't look autistic, you look that normal," it grinds me gears, because I'm like, what does an autistic person look like? So yeah, I think that's basically the whole, I think that's it really, to be honest with you. If you're well enough, feel free to come down, add to the boards, you know, what your responses to these two questions are. I think as well, in regards to the portraits and stuff, like, you know, we'll have captions and stuff, but they're going to be for like online, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think that's everything so far. Yeah, I don't know if I waffled on a little bit, but I hope what I said makes sense, and I hope that you liked what you saw and it resonated with you. Also, if you know someone who's autistic that might not be familiar with this exhibition and think they might like it, then just feel free to tell them, like, you know, the more the merrier, I suppose. Alright, see you later, bye!
That's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed that. If you want to see similar content in the future with anything that I've got going on in the future, I've said this the third time now, but feel free to comment! Look man, I'm a YouTuber! But yeah, that's it really. Tell me what you think. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like. If you haven't subscribed and you want to see more content by moi in the future, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for everyone who's like subscribed and liked and commented so far. Like, you know, it means the world to me. I'm so happy. You made this little artist smile, and yeah, I hope to see you again in the next video. So yeah, I'm heading off now, but see yous. Mwah.